The Gemara in Shabbos 31a tells us that after our time here in this world, our souls will go up to the heavens, to Shamayim, and will be faced a heavenly court where we'll be asked 6 questions. The first of those questions is Nasata v'natata be'emunah. The plain sense of those words is, were you honest in your business dealings? Were you trustworthy and reliable? Those words can also be seen on a deeper level. Nasata v'natata be'emunah. Did you do a masa umatan with your emunah? Did you negotiate? Did you have a back and forth? Did you explore, have a dialogue about your emunah, about your belief system, about your relationship with God, about how you see God in your life, how you relate to Hashem? We are not meant to relate to Hashem in a stagnant way, in some way that we've established from years ago and it just stays for our whole life in this world. It's meant to be an evolution, a process. Some might say you can see God from how you learned about God in kindergarten and say, Hashem is here, Hashem is there, Hashem is truly everywhere. And it begins and ends there and it just stays. Or you can say somebody might have an experience when they're in high school and they say, oh, this is what I believe about God. And then they just continue with that belief system, never questioning it again, never evolving. Nasata v'natata. Did you have a masa matan? Did you have negotiations? Did you explore your emunah? This is what we're meant to do. B'ezrat Hashem for 120 years. It's meant to have aliyot and yeridot. It's meant to have ups and downs. We're not meant to be complacent, apathetic, or stagnant in our emunah. We are going to be challenged. There'll be times when it'll be lower and we'll question God's involvement in our life, and there'll be times when it'll be stronger. And it's meant to be on that continuum of growth. How do we do that? How do we have this sign of life? As we know, we don't want a straight line. We want to have a sign of life. Is the heartbeat, is ups and downs in our emunah. Moshe Rabbeinu tells us in the end of his life, choose life, b'charta b'chayim. Choose this pattern. So how do we do that? In the month of Tevet, we have one insight. We have the letter Ayin attributed to the month according to Sefer Yetzirah. Now, letter Ayin can be understood as eye, einayim, your eyes, and also it's the root for a ma'yan, a wellspring of living waters. And this is a clue about that question. To answer that question, how do we choose life? Ubacharta b'chayim. We can focus our attention. What we see should be with ayin, in both senses, with our eyes, our literal eyes, and also what we focus on should revitalize us, should give us life-affirming strength. It should be nourishing, like the waters of a ma'ayan, life-giving waters. The news and the messages, what we see, what we consume, where we put our eyes, should be towards what gives us life, what rejuvenates us, what makes us feel good and positive. This is life. Life is about growth and positivity. The Lukatei Moran, Rabbi Nachman, tells us, Zeh klal gadol b'avodat Hashem. This is an important principle, a big idea, a concept in the service of Hashem. Shelo yasim leneged einav ki imotu hayom. Don't place before these eyes, your einayim, anything but today. We can spend a lot of our energies worrying about the past, what could have been, what should have been, worrying about the future, what will be, and how. And it doesn't help us grow. It's usually those two places lead to depression and anxiety, right? That's not life affirming. We can live today in the present, and we can choose each day anew where to focus our einayim and ask ourselves, does it give us a sense of life? Is it helping us to rejuvenate and nourish us with positivity? In this month of Tevet, which has the word of Tov in it, we can see a lot of good. It's a time of darkness, literally, when the days get shorter, but it also has a lot of light. It started as a month of light from Hanukkah. We can choose to focus our eyes on positivity, on good, and on light. We continue to daven for Hashem's protection and salvation against our enemies. May the light win over the darkness, and good win over the evil. May the Tov be seen in this month, the good be seen. Be'ezrat Hashem, and all of our tefillah be answered the Tova.